Hi, welcome to My Point of View, where you come along with me to experience all the great things in a city while learning a little bit more about the local culture from the people who live there. My name is Emily Eidman. I'm your Brooklyn, New York host, but today we are actually in Manhattan exploring Little Italy, and we're going to find the best sweets that this area has to offer. So let's go. All right, for our first stop today, we are at Ferrara Bakery, one of the most popular spaces here in Little Italy and one of the oldest. Let's go check it out. So Ferrara Bakery has been open since 1892. That's 131 years of serving their family business. It's been very, very popular for as long as I've known about them. I've never actually been here before. This is my first time trying their infamous cannoli, and I'm so excited. So let's be patient. Let's wait. So celebrity chef Alex Guarnaschelli, forgive me if I pronounced that wrong, she said that she would choose their lobster tail as her final meal. So I have really high expectations and I cannot wait. 1892, this cannoli has been the same recipe ever since then, so it's gotta be good. Let's give it a shot. Do you eat your cannoli or do you cut your cannoli? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm just gonna eat it. Go for it. Not even gonna sugarcoat it, which is kind of a pun because everything is covered in sugar, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is the best cannoli I've ever had. The shell is just this lovely golden crunchy texture. My favorite types of cannolis, they have some sort of integrity on the outside, and it's not just crispy. It has a little bit more of a snap on it, and this one has such a lovely snap, not too sweet. I love the little chocolate chips in it. It just adds for such a lovely flavor journey, and it really doesn't get much better than this. This place is just booming with history. It is a family business. Our host is literally the 5th generation of the Ferrara family. I just feel so lucky to be able to experience this place with you guys. Now, this might just be the largest lobster tail I've ever seen in my entire life. You can see all the crispy, lovely, crunchy bits. Like, look at this end here. It looks insane. I'm going to cut this one. I'm not going to take a huge bite of it or else I will regret it. So be with me. Look at how much cream they managed to put into this thing. It is a beauty. Okay, let's give it a shot. Lobster tail. Yep. We're also told that this is the oldest espresso bar in Little Italy, which is so cool. So like, you can literally feel the history booming in here. I love it here. Okay, lobster tail. Insane. So much flavor. The Bavarian cream is made with like a creme anglaise mixture, and then they mix it with gelatin to make this delightfully fluffy cream filling. So it's not vegetarian, just so you guys know, but it is just so light, and yes, it also has a wonderful crunch and a little bit of a chew to it, which just makes for the most wonderful experience. And not too sweet either. It's super well balanced. This is like might be my favorite. It's really good. What's your favorite bite? Mine is definitely the end because you get all these lovely crunchy bits. So the Ferrara family were sweet enough to gift us this cheesecake. Just like the cannoli, the recipe has been the same since 1892. So that's 131 years of cheesecake. That's a lot of cheese. Let's try it. The first bite is always the best one. Look at that. Cheers, FUAME family. Oh my god. That is so good. Wow. So insanely creamy. Like, you think you know what a creamy cheesecake is, and then you try a truly creamy cheesecake. This thing is dense in the best way. The graham cracker crust is delicious. This is quintessential New York cheesecake. I'm a happy girl. The cheesecake is so well balanced. It's not overwhelmingly sweet at all. And I'd like to say I could eat this all day, but I probably couldn't. Cheesecake is kind of a once in a while thing. But when it comes to New York style classic cheesecake, it doesn't get more original than this. So altogether, all of those sweets and espresso at Ferrara were about $37. Not cheap, but you know what? New York will do that to you. So you just kind of have to support the businesses that deserve it, and they are a family business that have been working for years. So make sure you go and support them. So Little Italy first started to form when a group of Italian immigrants came in 1840s to Five Points. And Five Points was originally a neighborhood because of the points that was created by the intersections of Park, Worth, and Baxter. It's now occupied by a government building, but unfortunately, Little Italy is only confined to these 3 blocks now. It's about much smaller than it used to be. Once 50 blocks long is now only 3 blocks long, and it's kind of mixed into Chinatown and NoHo and Soho. It's a lot smaller than it used to be. What remains is the 3 blocks that we're covering today on Mulberry Street. All right, so our next stop, we are here at Ruby Rosa. Ruby Rosa is a super popular pizza stop, famous for their tie-dye pizza. And today we are going to be trying their dessert sampler, which is great because it's got plenty of different kinds of classic Italian treats that we can try. So I don't know where it's at. Let's wait. Does this not look like just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? He literally dropped this at our table and my jaw dropped. It is the largest dessert plate I've ever seen in my entire life. It has got every single dessert you could crave. It's got these beautiful warm zeppelis in the top left, some fresh cannolis, Italian cookies. These ones are like some almond type cookies. I don't know, they look amazing. So let's just get right into it. So my friend Sergio recommended this place for one of the best dessert spots in Little Italy. And I was skeptical at first because it's like a restaurant. Does a restaurant really have the best dessert in Little Italy? But I mean, they dropped this at our table and I just about gasped. So we have warm zeppelis, which is like an Italian donut, cannolis, Italian wedding cookies, and we've got some of these lovely pinwheel cookie situations. And I mean, is this just not the best thing you've ever seen? Just a giant dollop of chocolate, and I'm assuming strawberry syrup. I cannot wait to try this, so let's give it a shot. Okay, so we're gonna try the Italian wedding cookie first. I love these. If you've never tried one of these before, they're like very vanilla-y. I don't know. Why am I describing it? Let's just try it. So I'm not an expert on Italian wedding cookies, but I know for a fact that a good Italian wedding cookie has to be soft, has to have a really strong almond flavor, and has to have a really nice light coating of chocolate on the outside. And this one is exactly that. Super fresh, super soft, super nutty. It is, and it's so cute. It's just like a little flag. I love it. This is always going to be good. Okay, so let's try a zeppeli. These always remind me of Princess and a Frog, which I know isn't the same thing, but they've got like beignets, and these are kind of like the Italian version of a beignet, I would think. I'm going to try it plain first, and then we're going to get into the sauces. Sorry about that. I forget how difficult it is to film while you have powdered sugar all over your face. These taste really great. They're super duper sweet, super powdery, but they've got a really wonderful chew. I feel like they're more chewy than beignets are. And I feel like they need a little bit of the sauce action. So let's add a little bit of, I'm just assuming strawberry syrup to one and give it a shot. It's gonna be so messy. Should I just do it all in one? Okay. It was definitely a good idea to just pop it all in at once. I don't recommend biting those in half because you are gonna be making a fool of yourself on your date. So, but this is the Nutella one. Let's get the Nutella one a shot. The chocolate spread is super lovely. It is kind of Nutella-esque. It does kind of have a subtle like hazelnut flavor. And this one tastes like a strawberry jam kind of situation. Both really good, but I do really love the contrast of the beignet and the strawberry. So I think that's my favorite combination. But next, we got to get into quite possibly the most quintessential Italian sweet there is out there, the cannoli. Beautiful, right? I mean, the little swirls, gorgeous. Let's get into it. The infamous Ruby Rosa cannoli. Mmm, really good. It's got a super light crispy shell, which is very important at cannoli. No one wants to eat a cannoli with a shell that's like super soggy. The chocolate chips in there are really lovely. It's got this like semi-sweet ricotta filling, and also leaky. It looks like there's some other like chunks of something in there. Hold up, we have to investigate. So it's kind of got these little like candied. I don't know if it's a fruit piece, but it's like a candied fruit of some sort. I'm not sure what kind, but it's really lovely. It adds this like extra level of flavor to the cannoli, and I really like it. That one really caught me as surprise. I knew I was gonna like the cannoli, but that one was really good. All right, and then we have this almond cookie. I believe our server said it's called a pinwheel cookie. Super cute. I love all the nuts on the outside. I'm hoping it's a soft cookie. I don't love a hard cookie. Let's see. Really lovely texture, because it has the outer crunch of the cookie as well as the, you know, crunchy nuttiness from all of these lovely nuts on top. I love a nut cookie. Who doesn't love a cookie with nuts? Maybe if you're allergic, you probably don't. But it's super duper good. Again, it has this lovely almond flavor, similar to what's in, like, you know, an almond croissant. It's super good. I think this is one of my favorites so far. It's subtly sweet. It isn't as overwhelmingly sweet as some of these other ones, but I think that's what I like the most about it. I feel like I could eat more of these. So first of all, shout out to the Ruby Rosa staff. They are just the most kind, helpful people. I have never seen this cookie before. This is called the lace cookie. And she explained to me that it is made of like brown sugar with a little bit of flour, and you bake it on like a silicone mat, and it, you know, forms a super light, crispy cookie. So let's give it a shot. I have a feeling this one's gonna be super crisp. Get that ready for the ASMR shot. Whoa. Okay, so this one will get stuck in your teeth for sure. But they're really good. This reminds me of like a cookie that would be eaten around, you know, Christmas time with family. I imagine it's pretty easy to make. And I think it's called the lace cookie because of the intricate design of the cookie. It's got all these holes in it. It definitely gets stuck in your teeth, so don't eat this if you've got a lot of cavities. So this dessert platter from Ruby Rosa retails for about $25, and I am positive that that is more than worth it. You definitely get the bang for your buck here, and make sure you bring some friends to share because everyone needs to try these yummy treats. All right, Ruby Rosa was fun, but now it's time to check out some other locations. Let's go. If you're coming to Little Italy, the closest stops are Canal Street, which has the 6, the J, the 2, and the N, or Broadway Lafayette, which is the D, the F, the B, or the N. It's The Sopranos' 25th anniversary, too. Got the red carpet all laid out. We are at Figo on Mulberry Street, right in the heart of Little Italy, and today we are going to be trying their gelato. So we are at Figo with tip. This was about $9, and we got the mint chocolate chip flavor and the Ferrara Rocher flavor. I'm super excited about this one. Some people don't like mint flavored things because it reminds them of brushing their teeth. Whatever. I love this flavor. This flavor is super minty, super chocolatey, super rich, creamy, super fresh tasting. You can tell that there's nothing like artificial in this. Like, what I love about Figo is they use all natural ingredients. That's where the best gelato comes from, is not the stuff that's super gimmicky that you see on the streets. It's the good stuff from real hard workers, and this gelato just proves it. All right, and this is for the Ferrara Rocher. I feel like I always say that wrong, but let's give it a shot. Totally different than the mint one, but just as lovely. It's super nutty, super hazelnut flavor. The Ferrero Rocher flavor is so good. It's super nutty, super creamy. It tastes just like the candy. Like, you know how the heart of the candy has like a nut in it? It encapsulates the flavor of the nut super well. And I don't know about you guys, but I love a gelato spoon. It's so much more satisfying to eat out of this spoon than a big ice cream spoon. I'm a big gelato fan. The difference between ice cream and gelato is that ice cream is made with heavy cream and gelato is made with milk. So that's why it melts quicker. That's why it melts quicker, and that's why it's more creamy and delicious in my opinion. Figo is famous for many of its different flavors. They've got limon, strawberry, cookies and cream, stracciatella. They've got some amazing flavors here, and you have to check them out when you're in Little Italy. Ooh. I kind of did something with this flavor combination. I recommend trying this out when you come here. I think I'm onto something. It's really good. Thank you so much for watching my point of view. What would you like to see next time? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the FUAME Network, where we bring you the best local content where you work, live, and play.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
Yes.
I want to be a part of it. What? New York, New York. Send many reviews and likes. Love you all. Welcome to Little Italy. Forget about it.